Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Rich and Tank, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Tank's ability to understand and respond to his formal obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Tank has responded very well to this training equipment, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, he is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the heel command. Okay. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Tank heel. At this point, Tank has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg when you're walking. Not lunging out, not acting like a maniac, but walking nicely with you at your left, and each time that you stop your feet, Tank has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So this makes walking your dog a pleasure, and you're not being dragged down the street. The next command that Rich is going to demonstrate is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Now this helps to develop attention span and focus. Everything with Tank is about developing his maturity and his ability to pay attention. When Rich returns back to him, he's going to walk all the way around him, returning all the way back around to heel position. And if you saw, Tank remained seated until Rich got all the way back and gave him another command. So nice walking on leash, not pulling, not lunging out, not going after squirrels and distractions. Sitting nicely when you stop walking without being told. Your stay commands you practice indoors as well as outdoors. Stay. Your sit stays help to develop his attention span and his focus and his maturity. All of the things that a dog like him really need to practice over and over again. This time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to call him. This is your come on command. Come. He should come right in front and sit facing your knees, not jump all over you. Then he goes back to heel, back sitting, and they're ready to take off again. And if you notice, each time that he gets back to heel position, he expects to get another command. So everything starts and stops with the dog seated at your left. This is formal on-leash obedience commands. Really good for him, tires him, makes him think. And Rich is going to demonstrate that come command again. Rich calls him in, he comes right in and sits, he's so cute. Then he goes back to heel and back sitting, perfectly done. So when you exercise the dog's brain, you have a happy dog. So this is what this is doing for him, and then we want you to use these commands indoors too. Now the next exercise that Rich is going to demonstrate is the down from heel position. Down. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down. Your long sit stay is 1 minute working up to 3 minutes. Your down stay start out at about 2 minutes, work up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him just as he did on the sit stay, and he remains laying there until he gets the next command. That was perfectly done. Honestly, he's very bright and willing to learn. So you can keep moving forward with these commands, and we're going to be there to help you.
Down, stay.
So you're down from heel, down and stay. Rich turns to face him. He's holding that beautifully. This time Rich will call him out of that.
Okay, come.
So cute, he comes right in, kind of slides into a sit. Perfect. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. Remember, always have your dog seated before you attempt to put him into a down. Rich is going to leave him in a sit stay.
Stay.
He's going to walk out and turn to face him, and then he's going to give him the down from further away. And you saw Rich had to give a little tiny tug on that leash. It was nothing. Very good job. Now we have demonstrated for you Tank's ability to do his healing, his automatic sit, his sit stay, his down from a heel, down from a distance, come. All of these commands are the commands that you're going to be practicing with Tank when he comes home. Amanda will be available to answer any questions that you have. We've enjoyed having him. He is a trip, but he did learn his commands beautifully. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.